The origins of the virus that created the COVID-19 pandemic have been studied around the world. Now research at the University of Arizona right here in Tucson is making a strong connection with one source, a wet market, versus the possibility of coming from the lab in Wuhan.
13 News reporter J.D. Wallace is live at the U of A with why and what might never be known. J.D.?
Brooks, samples collected from the suspect wet market make some strong suggestions, even if the dots might not be completely connected.
Both of those ideas early on were absolutely valid things to look at, and they both still are.
Science explores all possibilities, such as if the SARS-CoV-2 virus was spread to humans from a wet market or a lab in Wuhan, China. But 800 samples collected in and around the wet market bring animals and the original virus right next to each other.
It's much more likely that this virus jumped in just the way we were worried it would, taking live animals like raccoon dogs and civets that we know had the original SARS and putting them in the heart of big cities.
Dr. Michael Warby, head of the University of Arizona's Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, is one of the main authors of the paper that explains while no animals were present when the samples were collected hours after the market closed on January 1st, 2020, they found DNA from raccoon dogs and civet cats, which are prone to carry and transmit the SARS virus in previous forms. In those same animal stalls, the SARS-CoV-2 virus was found, which he says starts with bats.
This may be the last big data set that comes directly from this market. And we may never be able to point to a particular farm that was the place where a bat virus jumped into a civet or raccoon dog and then started spreading. Again, because we probably lost our chance to do that in the first weeks of January of 2020.
No samples show if a particular animal carried the virus, but Dr. Warby hopes this will prompt changes in how live animals are brought to market in densely populated areas.
I would hope that this study that we've published would be an opportunity to just look at the evidence, realize that most likely this was a jump from these animals into humans, and do something to stop it from happening again. Because if we don't, it is going to happen again.
One particular animal stall was a hot spot for both DNA and the virus. The paper does say that in some samples, genetic material held both animal DNA and the virus, showing once again the close proximity that the virus and animals were. Reporting live from the University of Arizona, J.D. Wallace, 13 News.